Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. We are so happy to have you here. My name is Pastor Ralph Graves, and we are coming to you live from the, the 555 building?
Yes.
Thank you, Jason. 555 building in lovely Ballard, Kenwood, PA. Another Wednesday. God has been good to us, and we're here. We're at WWDB AM, 860 on the AM dial, WWDBAM.com. If you're listening global and worldwide, my co-hosts are here. The ladies are here. Kair, good morning.
Good morning.
Janae, good morning.
Hello.
Jason, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good to have you guys here. If you're watching on Facebook Live, good morning, and Instagram Live, good morning. So good to have you guys here. Today's topic, everybody. Yeah, great morning, Deshauna. Great morning. Today's topic, everybody, and we're going to dive into it. So I just want you to start thinking about it. We're going to talk about 11 ways. Well, we're talking about getting out of your comfort zone daily. All right. We're going to talk about 11 ways to step out of your comfort zone on a daily basis. So I hope if you're driving or if you're walking and working out, whatever the case may be, we can give you some tips how to get out of the comfort zone. Nobody who has ever experienced a large amount of success has stayed within comfort zones. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning, Karen Graves. Karen Graves Clyde. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl Bridges to Success. We'll be talking to you real soon. So glad to have you checking us out. Toll-free number today is 888-329-3306. How was everybody's weekend?
It was great.
It was good?
Yeah.
Okay. I did something and I totally forgot I wanted to share. I don't know what I did. What did I do? Oh, man, my wife's listening. Maybe I did something. I don't know. It goes by so fast. Anybody do anything interesting? Jason, we're moving closer and closer to your wedding date, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks, man.
Yeah.
3 weeks. All right now. What'd you do? Did you prepare this weekend for it?
Yeah, we just, what did we do? Finalizing the cake. That
Okay.
was one thing, and we're getting the, since we're having a limited reception this year with everything going on. So
Right.
Getting that approval and getting things going. Still trying to figure out where we're actually going to go because Hawaii might not happen. So,
Yeah. It didn't happen for me. I was supposed to go in May, and it didn't happen.
No, now they're having the restrictions starting October 1st, being a little bit more eased. So
Okay. All right.
That's not going to happen now.
Okay. Very good. Very good. And you guys do anything memorable, ladies? Anything memorable this weekend?
Yeah, I went to the beach
Okay.
and I did the whole reading on the beach thing. I don't think I've ever actually done that. Like I
Right.
always take a book to the beach,
Yeah.
but I end up being like so hot that I just want to lay there and not do anything. But it was a really
Right.
nice day on
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
So I read this book that I got back in high school called Casa Negra.
Okay. Was it good?
I don't know, only 6 chapters in, but
Okay.
I read 6 chapters.
Well, I kept you for 6 chapters.
And I watched Hamilton 3
Okay.
times.
Yeah. So it must have been good.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't watched it yet, Jason.
Yeah, you should. It's really good.
He's not going to watch it, but you would like it. You would like it. The story is nice. Like it's
too
good.
long.
It's
But
good.
I will. I'm going to give it a shot. I really am.
You
Kaya,
just
what you do this weekend?
Watch it in songs.
I went to a baby shower.
How was it?
It was nice.
Was it like a baby reveal or was it a baby shower?
No, it was a baby shower.
Okay. Very good. Very good. I golfed. That's one thing I did do. I did golf on Monday with my uncles. Monday is my weekend, so I golfed on the weekend. But other than that, it was a good weekend. God is good. God is still on the throne. Hey, if we've never met before, I pastor Cornerstone Community Church in Millville, New Jersey, 911 Church Street. Right down in Millville, New Jersey. Been there about 14 years. I pastor some beautiful people, some wonderful people. And, and I don't shy away from it. I make it a known fact that Jesus Christ is my personal Savior. Yes, I am a believer. Yes, I preach the gospel, teach the gospel, and live it. And, so if you ever want to meet us down there, come on down to Cornerstone. Come on down there on Sunday mornings. You can catch us online. Check out the church website, c3ecornerstone.net. Hey, if you haven't received my Truth Boost, I send out a Truth Boost every day at 9 a.m. Text C3E to the number 313131 to receive a Truth Boost. If you want to get on our mailing list to receive a newsletter, you can email me at ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. and you can subscribe to our newsletter. And we talk about some great things. Like our topic today, 11 ways to step out of your comfort zone daily. If you're going to achieve the success that you want, if you're going to be the person that God called you to be, you're going to have to leave a comfort zone. All right. That's even biblical. Somewhere around Matthew chapter 14, disciples are in this boat, right? And it's storming outside, and it's kind of wicked, and just a little stormy. And they see someone walking across the water, and they notice that it's Christ. And Peter says, because Peter says Christ, he talks, he says, Jesus, if that's you, bid me to come. And so he steps out of the boat. He leaves his comfort zone. And you Bible scholars know the word. He walks on water. He experiences life at a different level that no other disciple, no other apostle, nobody else can experience, because he left a comfort zone. Now, I know comfort zones are comfortable to you. I know comfort zones are, where you feel like, hey, I've arrived. But no, if you're going to experience great success, comfort zones must be left, and they must be left daily. Point number one, or just throwing it out there because it's 11. I got to run through them, guys. Got to run through them. Call in too, 888-329-3306 if you want to jump in on this topic. I would love to hear from you. Maybe you have a story about how you left your comfort zone, and I want you to share it with the world because you'll be encouraging somebody. So please call in, 888-329-3306. So to leave my comfort zone daily, one of the things I do is I make snap decisions. You might say, well, making a snap decision is not good, but I'm talking about in the context of progressing and moving forward. Sometimes I make choices that are unusual to my very own routine. If you're watching on Instagram, thanks for checking me out. But I make choices that are unusual for my routine. Sometimes I don't weigh the options over and over, right? They're not $1 million life or death decisions, but simple things, just simple things. Quickly making decisions teaches you to trust your judgment and your gut. I know we live in a world of analytics, Jason. Everything's analytics. And I think we depend on analytics so much that we lost the ability to go with a gut feeling.
Yeah, like similar with the eye test. Instead of just I kind of see it with sports where it's just like everything's so, numbers driven, and just kind of like everyone doesn't go off what they see anymore. It's just, based off the numbers. And
right.
Instead of just like, seeing pop off, you can judge if someone can play or not. But then it's like, his numbers show he can. But you see someone play with your eyes, you know they can. I'm just driven to the sports.
Yeah, I understand. And that's a great analogy. But, and we have to go with our gut sometimes. Sometimes you just know. The numbers may be pointing in a different direction, but you just know. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning, Laverne McGirt. Thank you for checking us out on Facebook Live. Sometimes you just have to go with it. Go with it. Make a decision. Make a decision. Get out of that comfort zone. Right? How about this? Number 2. I'm going to go to my Twitter poll in a minute. But number 2, consider different perspectives. We're talking about moving out of your comfort zone daily. I don't want to rush through. We're going to have some great conversation, but I want to give you 1, 2, or 3 at the start of the show. Consider different perspectives is number 2. Surround yourself with successful people who offer different perspectives on many things, looking at things from their point of view. Now, your point of view and my point of view is not the only point of view in the world. I know you're very important to yourself. I know you think that you're smarter than everybody and that we know it all, right? But sometimes begin to look at things from a different point of view. It will cause you to re-examine even some of the false beliefs that you have. And some of us are hanging on to false belief because we just haven't changed our point of view. We haven't gotten around people to kind of see it from their perspective. Don't always try to see it from one perspective. Also, instead of thinking an unpleasant experience as a failure, consider an unpleasant experience just as a temporary defeat, a temporary setback. And if you pay attention, there are a lot of our setbacks are actually elevate us, are actually platforms that, in disguise that elevate us. So those 2 things to kind of get out of your comfort zone daily is to begin to make some snap decisions, consider some different perspectives. And number 3, and then we'll go to our Twitter poll. Number 3, say yes more often. All right, we're going to talk about these 3. Say yes more often. Start saying yes to things that will allow you to explore, empower, and applaud who your true self is. Also, say yes more often to having difficult conversations about relationships and situations that are holding you back. Get out of that comfort zone. Say yes more often. Don't always be like, I don't know. No, I ain't doing it. No, say yes more often to trying some things that you haven't tried before. Say yes to new projects, new assignments, new roles, right? Even when you think you're not ready. You know how many things I've said yes to and I wasn't ready, and I did them anyhow?
I know that's right.
Good morning, Jamie. How are you?
Good morning.
And so we're talking about getting out of that comfort zone. Say yes more often, right? It opens up tremendous opportunities in your career and in your personal life. So there are the first three things we're going to talk about. We're talking about getting 11 ways to get out of your comfort zone on a daily basis. Guys, the Twitter poll today. This is interesting. I found some would you rathers. I used to play this game with my grandkids.
My girls love that game.
Yeah. Would you rather know it all or have it all? Would you rather know it all or have it all? And some of y'all might say, I know it all already. No. Would you rather know it all or have it all? So while you're thinking about that, let's say good morning to Jamie. Jamie, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
How was your weekend?
It was all right. It
was good. Anything interesting? You do anything with it?
No, just, getting the car, oil changed, tire rotated, all that.
So it was productive.
It was productive, but I was happy about it because normally, I would have been on maybe my fourth one. I drive a lot for my job, but with the courts being closed,
right.
I haven't been doing that driving. We've been appearing remotely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, "Ooh, look at all the money I saved this year."
Getting a break.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about 11 ways to get out of your comfort zone daily. Twitter poll question is out there. Would you rather know it all or would you rather have it all? Guys, call in 888-329-3306. Call in, share your story. Maybe you have a story how you took that leap and like Peter in the Bible, like I talked about, and walked on water, how you got out of your comfort zone. Come on, give us a call. And I would love to hear your story because your story blesses somebody else. If you're watching on Facebook Live, thank you for watching. If you're watching on Instagram Live, thank you. But we are at www.dbam.com. 860 AM on your AM dial. We're coming from lovely Bala Kenwood, PA. We're going to take a short break, and we will be right back after these messages.
Good morning. My name is
Revive Hydration is a proud sponsor of the Ralph Graves Morning Show. Revive Hydration is the first IV hydration and vitamin infusion service in the South Jersey area. For more details, please visit their website at www.revivehydration.com, or you can give them a call at 856-485-0070. Again, their website, www.revivehydration.com, or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves Jr. I'm the host of the Ralph Graves Jr. Show, and I want to invite you to pick up my book, Unstoppable. I wrote a book called Unstoppable. It's 7 universal laws that will transform how you pursue and achieve success. The one thing that my 20 years of law enforcement has taught me is that no matter who you are, we are all governed by universal laws, like gravity. But in this book, we're going to talk about laws like the law of forgiveness, laws like the law of control, the law of intelligent practice, the law of expectancy. I was able to see how those, no matter what their background was, those who identified and treated these laws with respect, they were able to go on and lead successful lives. So pick up this book, and you can go ahead and pick it up at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, RalphGravesJr.com, where anywhere where fine books are sold. Thank you.
Functional fitness. This is a lifestyle. This is a way of life. This is a decision, a conscious decision for yourself. Coach Lee, 856-236-0810, www.xathletics.co.
Gotcha. I saw that. It's a not for show. Thanks, man. I was about to call him in.
Coach Lee,
It sounds good already.
Revive Hydration is a proud sponsor of the
Guys, call in.
Graves Morning
Oh,
Show.
you tell me to look at my
Revive
phone.
Hydration is the first IV
Huh?
hydration and vitamin infusion service in the South Jersey area. For more details, please visit their website at www.revivehydration.com or
Jamie, I gotta get you on camera.
at 856-485-0070.
There it
Again,
is.
their website
StreamYard.com.
www.revivehydration.com or give them a call at 856-485-0070.
What's up, everybody? We're back. My name is Ralph Graves Jr. Thank you for checking out the Ralph Graves Jr. Morning Show. It is Wednesday. What's the date today, everybody? 26. It's 8:15 a.m. Get up, get up. When I was in the service, they used to scream, get up, get out of your rack. So if you're in bed and whatnot, get up, get up. My mom's birthday is this weekend.
Happy
Cheers.
birthday.
Yeah, Friday. And I said that before. I want to start giving birthday shout outs. If it's your birthday today, or was it this week or whatever, if you know somebody's birthday, let me know on Instagram, Facebook, or call in.
It was Fonta's birthday too.
Yeah, it was my cousin's birthday, Fonta, a few days ago. So happy birthday to all my birthday people celebrating last week and going into this week. Call toll-free number is 888-329-3306. We are talking about it today. We're talking about 11 ways to get out of your comfort zone on a daily basis. Nobody who has ever achieved greatness or reached their goals. Listen, your goals that you're trying to reach are on the other side of your comfort zone, right? They're out of it. I don't care what the goal is. It doesn't even matter what the goal is. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone to reach that goal and to become the person that God ultimately destined you and designed you to be. So we dealt with the top three. We talked about making snap decisions. In other words, go with your gut sometimes rather than analytics. Sometimes just go with your gut. Go with that intuition. Women, let me talk to the women. You guys are great at that. You guys are better at that than what men are. God gave you guys an intuition and an insight. Ladies in the room, do you find yourself going with your gut, or do you go with the analytics most of the time? Hey, Courtney.
I usually go with my gut, and when I don't, I always get it wrong. Because sometimes your gut tell you, and you try to, talk yourself into it. Like, no, it can't be that bad. No, they didn't mean it that way. No.
Right. So you go with your gut. Okay.
My gut is usually never wrong.
Okay. All right. Kaya, you go with your gut. You go with the analytics.
My gut.
Go with your gut feeling too. Okay. Has it ever been wrong?
No. Really.
Okay. What about you, Janae?
Yeah, I guess I would also say that I go with my gut because I just do what I want. So I feel like that's probably my gut.
Okay. All right. 888-329-3306. In order to move out of comfort zones, sometimes we have to move away from the analytics of things and go with our gut. We're talking about moving out of your now. How about considering a different perspective? That we want to talk about that. Move out of the comfort zone. Sometimes you got to look at it from a different place than where you are. You can't look at it from your perspective all the time. Right. You have to look at it from different perspectives. Anybody care to comment on that? You just look at it from your perspective all the time.
I look at it from other people's perspective if I care enough.
Yeah.
But
I think, and tell me if you agree with this, guys, Jamie too. You have to be a good listener to look at it from other people's perspective.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't just wait to respond. You have to really sit down and listen and say, let me listen to see if I see something. I may be missing something.
Yeah. And you have to listen on purpose. Like, I don't just sit down and I'm listening now.
Right.
At first, when I start, or like if there's a conversation, sometimes I am just like, okay, what did they just say? All right, just respond. Okay, just respond. But you have to be like, okay, no, we're going to listen. Okay. Right. And then we're going to
be open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to like turn it on. Like you have to decide to listen. For me, I have to decide to listen.
I have to decide to listen. And I also have to keep an open mind.
Right.
I grew up in a very strict, religious doctrinal environment. Right. See, everybody got quiet because I'm ready to talk about that.
Easy.
But it was a very strict it was good for when I was younger. I guess it gave me a base,
Right.
but it kept me closed-minded.
Mm.
Like I wouldn't be the pastor I am today if I had stayed closed-minded.
Right.
You know, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying the truth. Now, I'm not talking about where I am adding to the text or adding to the no,
Yeah,
not
you
that.
just mean method.
Yes, not with my theology,
Yeah.
but methodology. Thank you.
Right.
I am very closed-minded with the theology.
Not the church of Pergamum.
Right, exactly. But with my methodology, closed-minded, like, God got mad if you wear pants to church or something.
Right.
But those kind of things. And so you got to start looking at it from other people's perspective if you want to move out of your comfort zone and really be who God has called you to be. And what about saying yes more often? Do I have a lot of no people in this room? Oh, before you answer, Karen Graves says she goes with her gut. I'm noticing a lot of women go with their gut. Jason, you go with your gut or your analytics, man?
I'll go 5 for 5 here. I'll go with my gut.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, my natural feeling.
I'll look at the analytics, but I'll still go with the gut, I think.
Right.
See how your gut feels about the analytics?
Yeah. I just got to read the room. And so that ought to have you say yes more often, and it also help you in your snap decisions. What about saying yes more often? You guys have a hard time saying yes more often to things that you're not comfortable with.
No, I say yes a lot.
To things you're not comfortable with?
Yes, I do a lot of new things.
Okay.
I think it depends in what arena of life you're talking about. Like,
right.
We're talking about professional,
professionally. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I do end up saying yes a lot because what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna say no?
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Jason?
Yeah, I'm very flexible. So I'm not much of a no person, even though I want to say no to a lot of people, but I know at the end I'm like, just say yes and just be more helpful instead of just shut myself down. So
right.
I'm a yes person.
Right. Kaya, you say yes?
I used to.
Okay.
So I started saying no because I would say yes too much. I would be scared to say no.
Right. Okay. What I'm talking about now professionally, that something's going to stretch you in who you want to be and whatnot. We're talking about professionally. I guess, I say yes. I say yes even when I don't know what I'm doing.
That's how we got this show.
Yeah, that's exactly how I ended up on the radio. I got on the radio and don't know what I'm doing, but I said yes.
There you go.
I said yes to a LinkedIn. Hey, Ralph, give me a call. Thank you, Mr. General Manager. Yeah. And so I give him a call. He talks me into it. Yeah, we'll do it. No idea what I'm doing. Struggle week to week, day in, day out. Hope we're doing okay.
You don't show it.
I appreciate that. 888-329-3306. So to move out of your comfort zone, start saying yes to some things. We're talking about moving out of your comfort zone daily. Some of you are going to be asked to do some things today that professionally that you would not normally do. Don't be afraid to say yes to it if you're able to do it, and go ahead and get it done. Twitter poll. Would you rather have it all or know it all? Would you rather know it all or have it all? Let's go around the room. I'm interested to hear the answer.
Would I rather have it all or know it all?
Right.
Well, if I knew it all, I could get it all.
Okay. So you'd rather what?
Know it all.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I'll go no.
I feel like this is a trick question.
Huh? No, it's not a right or wrong answer.
What am I having? If I have it all, what
you said what, Jason?
I say know it all.
Jason said know it all. I mean, it's no right or wrong answer. Just would you rather? So we got two know-it-alls. Anybody else?
Again, I'm a pause because I'm hung up on that all. What do I know and what do I have?
Yeah.
Like, is it all?
It's all
information? Like,
and do
some of that
want,
information I don't want.
Right. Do I want to know it all? Do I want to know
That
it
part,
all?
right. Never thought about that.
Do I want to know it all?
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you know it all, you'll
But what if
know
it's-
it all.
But bad stuff, like some stuff is meant to not know. Like,
Right.
I'm the type of person like it won't hurt me if I don't know, if I don't find out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
But if you knew, you would know also how to deal with whatever you just heard because you would know it all.
I don't know if I want to know it all.
yeah.
I don't know.
great.
Shauna Clark says this. She says, I say yes more, and finding that saying yes opens her up to more. Yes, it does. Thank you. Thank you, Deshauna, for chiming in. 888-329-3306. Deshauna, while you're answering questions, would you rather know it all or have it all? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I'm going a little deeper than just the surface of, well, if I know it all, I'll have it all.
That's what I'm saying. I
What
want to
is
know
that?
about
That's
all.
exactly what I said. What are you saying?
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I'm going deeper than what you said, my dear daughter.
Okay, and Kayer took it deeper when she said she didn't want to know
Right.
all the stuff. There's stuff that she doesn't need to know, but it still encompasses everything. Like if all of the negative that people don't want to know,
Uh-huh.
I would know how to deal with it. I would know how to fix it. I would know how to
But do I
ignore it.
want to fix it?
I could step out of your comfort zone.
There you go. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
All
there you
right.
go.
There
Okay.
you go.
It's no right or wrong answer. It's your answer.
There is a right answer.
There's no, it's no right answer. It's your
In the
answer.
Graves household, there is a right answer.
Y'all should have been at them dinner tables. It's no right answer. I'm just
She got
asking.
that from you.
I don't know. I want to say I want to have it all because my mentality for me, but I could be wrong. Deshauna Clark, she says know it all. She'd rather know it all.
All right.
If I had it all, I could bless people with all that I have.
I know that's right.
See
But
what I'm
how would
saying?
you know what people needed the blessing?
Because
'Cause you only
you know
have
what?
it.
You know why I know? Because you and your know-it-all self would tell me. How about that?
Well, we wouldn't know
You
each
and your
other.
know-it-all
go.
self
Partner
would
up.
tell me who to give what I need to
The
give. to
have it
people.
alls get with the know it alls, and
We'd all
Well,
be.
that's
So
Wait,
it's a great
there you go.
question. It's a great question out there. So would you rather know it all or have it all? Jamie, you didn't answer the question.
because I didn't know what all was, I'm gonna go with have it all.
Have it
I
all.
don't know. I feel like I know too much already, and
Right.
I know more than I want to know.
Yeah. I'm almost leaning in that direction myself.
My kids, I keep telling them, like, y'all want to be so grown, but I don't know. Back when you just were young and naive, I don't
Ignorance
know.
is bliss.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer Woodard says she'd rather know it all. There's no price tag on knowledge. All these answers are
So true.
correct. It's just, all these answers are correct. It's just about who you are and where you are. I don't know if I want to know it all. I don't know if I want to know it all. I don't think I want to know some things. This is Sandra Graves. Happy birthday, Mom, on Friday. I don't think I want to know some things. If you have it all, doesn't mean you can think. If you have it all, doesn't mean you can't think for yourself. Oh, yeah, thanks, Mom. She reminded me. Yes, I went to the rodeo this weekend. That's what I want to talk about.
Oh,
Yes.
I was like, that's random.
That's what I did. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking at the text too, like, Mom, what are you talking about? Okay, Mom, I get it. She said, just because you have it all does not mean you don't know some things.
There you
So
go.
I could still have my current knowledge of things and have it all. So thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. And Mom said this. She reminded me this weekend, guys, I went to the rodeo.
Yeehaw.
Cowtown Rodeo. It was very interesting. I would never, those guys, I need to interview one of those rodeo riders. If anybody knows one of those bull riders or bronc riders, please introduce me so I can get these guys on the show. What would make a man get on the back of almost 2,000-pound angry animal to get bucked off? And
Janae, you know it all. Please
yeah.
tell us.
I wish I knew it.
I don't know what would drive a man to do that, but it was very entertaining. We had a good time. Took me and my wife, my eldest daughter, and her 3 children. We went. It was the first time, and my granddaughter said she wants to learn to ride a horse, and so we'll be paying for equestrian lessons. Is that what it's called? Equestrian?
Yes,
Yeah.
you are very adventurous. You wouldn't try that one time on the back of the bull. You wouldn't
No.
ride it just one time.
No, it's the landing.
Mm.
It's not the bull. It's the landing. I don't think my body could take it. Them guys was hitting the ground hard, folded up, getting up, limping. I said, "Oh man, yeah." I don't know. I think if I tried anything, they had 4 events. They had 4 events at the rodeo.
Mhm.
They had the bull riding, the bronc riding, which is the horses. They had the steer wrestling. I think I would do that,
What's that?
where you ride the horse and you're out the chute.
Wrestling?
What's that?
You wrestling?
Yeah, out of the chute. right? There's a steer and a horse and two guys, like me and you, Janae. You're on a horse, I'm on a horse, and a steer shoots out the chute in front of us together. We're keeping in line. I jump off my horse, grab it by the horns, take it to the ground, got to put it on its back.
Why?
And you're timed on how fast you could do that. I think I would try that.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
That's the one I wouldn't try. Is there mutton busting?
The sheep busting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. It's called mutton busting. But the steer aren't as big. I think the steer are young bulls, right? They're not as big as, but they're nice size. But I think I would try it. I would try that.
I'd ride around and get the crowd hype.
But it's a good time. If you've never been to Cowtown Rodeo and they're not paying me to say this, it is a good time.
They're
not paying me yet. Thank you. Not paying me yet. All right. Some people are checking in on Facebook Live and Instagram Live. Facebook Live, Shauna Clark says that knowledge is key. I know I can proceed to get what I want through the knowledge. Very good. Laverne McGirt says, if I have it all means I had the know-how to get to have it. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you for checking in, Sister Laverne McGirt. I appreciate that. Shauna Clark also talked about the rodeo. She said the landing possibility of the bull hitting you. And the bulls of Jason, they're stomping these rodeo guys. Not only are they hitting the ground, they're kicking and stomping. Rodeo clowns talking all kinds of trash to the bull. It was a good time. It was a good time. Yeah, so that's what I did this weekend. All right, guys. I don't know where I am. Number four, we got to get through this.
That's it? We're only at 4?
It's a great conversation today. Great conversation. Number 4, remember your greatest accomplishments. Remember that thing that you couldn't do before you did it, and you did it, and you accomplished some great things. That ought to give you the courage to move out of that comfort zone on a daily basis.
Okay.
All right. That ought to remember your history. Remember your history. That ought to get you to get out of that comfort zone. Stepping forward in faith and looking fear in the eye. It isn't easy, but it enables us to realize what we are truly made of. Revisit your greatest successes and accomplishments. This will help you remember the courage. That courage is one of the qualities that got you there. It's going to take courage. It's going to take courage to get out of your comfort zone and be the person you were destined to be. It's going to take courage to start the restaurant. It's going to take courage to start the business. It's going to take courage to change your eating habits. It's going to take courage to work on your marriage. It's going to take courage to be a better student. All of these things take courage. It takes courage to be on a radio show and you have no idea what you're doing. It took courage. But look at your past accomplishments, and that'll really help you move out of that comfort zone into growing some more. Number 5, find a compelling reason. Find a compelling reason. Stepping out of your comfort zone can be difficult without a reason to do so. Hey, what's a reason to get out of your comfort zone? Anybody care to share? What was your reason? Hey, guys, this is a good point for you to call in, 888-329-3306. Believe it or not, the lines are open. But call in. What was a compelling reason for you to have stepped out of your comfort zone and either started that? And listen, I'm sitting in the room with some great people who have done some things or doing some things that take courage to do. What was a compelling reason for you, Khayr, to start cooking and start doing what you're doing? I know that's what you love to do, but what was that compelling reason for you to step out of that, to really put yourself out there?
Well, obviously because I love to do it, and then people were just like so interested in my cooking. Like anytime I would cook dinner just like for myself or for my family, they will always hit me on social media like, oh my God, that looks so good. When are you gonna start selling? Can I come get a plate?
Right.
Like, so I'm like, why not?
Okay. So your compelling was to serve folks. You saw you had a base there.
Yeah.
Karen Graves Clyde says growth. Her compelling reason was for growth. What about you, Janae? Give me a compelling reason you stepped out of your comfort zone.
A compelling reason that I stepped out of my comfort zone is because I don't know, you want to, you decide right. You want more, or you just want something different, or you want better, or
made a decision that you wanted more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great, compelling reason.
I was watching Shark Tank this weekend, and they were getting with this one girl who was trying to get the investors to invest in her business, and they're like, we don't believe it enough because you have basically like a safety net. Like her dad was paying her bills and stuff. And they're like, we don't believe you have enough drive. I think the most compelling reason to get out of the comfort zone is necessity.
Wow.
When you have no alternative, you have no fallback, you have no choice but to go ahead and step on out there and get it done. If you don't get it done, it's not going to happen.
Right.
That's when you are most successful, I think, at getting out of that comfort zone. Necessity.
What about you, Jason?
I kind of like the mix of all three because it's kind of like, well, with me personally, like, outside, if you don't have that security blanket, you have no choice but to change your path and kind of like expand your horizons. But then also, like, at the same time, I kind of like being able to, like, instead of just pigeonholing in my personal interests, I can go out there and see what other people are interested in.
Sure.
Especially like with marriage, I'm not going to be able to be selfish and be like, you're going to be interested in what I'm interested in, but I'm not going to be interested in what you got going.
Right.
So it's just kind of like extending those branches together.
Sure. Chantel Wing says to fill a need in a place. He saw a need. It was compelling. Let me go fill this need in a place. Very good. Yeah, I mean, you will have your own compelling reason. You will have your own compelling reason to step out of your comfort zone. It might be necessity. Hey, I need to change. I need to get away. All right, Jimmy, turn it back to you.
Again, your website, www.livehydration.com.
Oh, Anthony checked in. I got to talk about his answer. First day, good.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is now time for the verse of the day, which I have written. in a powder blue ink. Bic. Okay. What better way to get out of your comfort zone than to give up all control of your life? Who do you give control to? You guessed it, God. Psalm 145 verse 18 beckons us leaving our comfort zone. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, and all that call upon him in truth. God is ready to change your life, but are you ready to leave the comfort zone behind? I'm Janae, and that was your verse of the day.
Thank you, Janae. I really appreciate that. Psalm 145:18. The Lord is nigh unto them that call unto him, and unto all that call upon him in truth. I say it every week, guys. That for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I am a born again believer. We have lots of fun on this show. Every principle we talk about is rooted in Scripture. We don't come on this show and talk about anything that's not rooted in the Word of God. And so moving out of your comfort zone is part of becoming who God called you to be. And there's some strategies to do that. Now, back on Facebook Live, Anthony Thomas, what's up, good brother Anthony Thomas, he said that he just got tired of talking about it, blaming everyone for not getting there. And I needed to know that he said he needed to know that he could play the piano. And not only did he start playing, he became the minister of music at Cornerstone Community Church.
Yeah.
And you do a phenomenal job, man. So thank you for sharing. Shauna Clark also checked in again. She said, pressure equals change. Being uncomfortable caused change in her life. Growth. Okay, being uncomfortable. So your compelling reason. In the Bible, Peter's compelling reason was he just wanted to be near Christ. He just wanted to be near him. That was his compelling reason. What's your compelling reason to leave your comfort zone? All right. Guys, I got to talk about it. If you want to take out an ad on the show, you see some commercials being run, you hear some commercials being run, it could be yours. It could be yours. Please consider becoming a sponsor. If you need for more information, email me at ralph@ralphgravesjr.com. Kyra gets something right out to you, and consider being a sponsor. And it'll be broadcasted here on wwdbam.com, 860 on AM dial to the millions of listeners here. It'll also be broadcasted over all of our social media platforms. Our Twitter question out there today is a would you rather question. Would you rather know it all or have it all? No, and there's no right answer, guys. It's just whatever's right for you. Just whatever's right for you. Would you rather know it all or have it all? Talking about leaving that comfort zone. How about this? Shaking up your routine. Has anybody responded to Twitter yet? Is it up on Twitter?
It's on Twitter.
See if anybody responded to that on Twitter. I'd love to see the percentages on Twitter.
The analytics.
Yes, I love to see the analytics. My gut says, now watch this. My gut says
Check the analytics.
that people would rather know it all, but check the analytics.
Where's my Twitter? What happened to it?
Oh, Sandra Graves checked in. Joyce Smith checked in as well. Joyce Smith says, good morning, family. It comes down to what Jamie says. For her, her compelling reason was necessity, a need to change, need to grow, need to have. Thank you, Sister Joyce, for checking in. Sandra Graves checks in on Facebook Live. She says, seasons of life will cause you to move from your, from your comfort zone. As you mature, things and situations change. It is out of necessity that you move and go forward. So a lot of people are talking about that it's out of necessity to move out of comfort zone. But what about moving out of your comfort zone voluntarily? I know a lot of us move out of it with necessity, and maybe that's reactionary. But what about voluntarily? I want to be such and such. You can say need to be. But what about voluntarily?
Well, that sounds like the Shark Tank example. Like she just wanted to, have her own business, but she had a safety net, and they were like, "You don't want it enough." So,
well, that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
I think people do move out of their comfort zone,
want to,
voluntarily sometimes if they're passionate enough about an idea, or if they have a compelling, but you have to have a compelling reason, because otherwise, you get stuck with this ain't so bad, and
you get comfortable. You get comfortable.
It could be worse. It could be us.
And I like to say, it could be better. It could be better. Yeah, right. Shake up the routine. Shake up your routine. Routines are a normal and often helpful part of life. However, they are as much about comfort as they are about efficiency. Study your daily habits and routines. Then switch things up in small ways. Don't be afraid to switch up your routine in small ways, right? I don't know, choose a new routine. Maybe take a daily walk, stop for lunch at different times of day. I don't know, whatever you got to do. Get up 30 minutes earlier, right? Or whatever works for you, begin to shake it up. Begin to do things a little bit different that'll move you out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to shake things up. Routine is routine. Don't forget to, let's not be afraid to shake it up. Jennifer Waters says, my daughter is my reason to eat and live healthier. We count carbs, make better choices, and exercise. We're losing pounds, and it feels great. Okay, her daughter is her compelling reason to have shake things up. Rhonda Graves, hey, what's going on? All the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, thanks for checking out the Ralph Graves Jr. Show. www.dbam.com. The calling number is 888-329-3306. You guys are texting in and saying some great stuff. I would love to hear your voices. Love to hear your voices. Anybody else got a birthday this week I need to shout out? We think of anybody? Anybody got a birthday? Okay, if it's your birthday, let us know. We'll shout you out on the radio. Shout you out on the radio if it passed or if it's coming up. Jacqueline Kerbeck says, good morning. I completely moved out of her comfort zone personally, professionally, and financially when she left corporate America to focus on her own business. I've had challenges, but this has been the best thing I've ever did. I am growing and learning. I am truly blessed. Amen. Amen. Thank you for checking in, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Always good to hear from you. And we're talking about moving out of comfort zone, shaking up that routine a little bit. Small shakeups in your routine lead to meeting new people, seeing different sights, seeking new experiences. All these things help you expand your comfort zone. I love new experiences. I love meeting new people.
Absolutely.
I love doing things that I didn't do or couldn't do before. I don't know. I just love doing it. I love the experience. I love experiences rather than things. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Things are nice, but I love experiences rather than things. And it kind of helped me shake up my routine. If it weren't for the experiences, I wouldn't meet such great people that I'm meeting today and that are even talking on this show. Hey, would you rather know it all or would you rather have it all? That question's still out there for you guys. Give us a call, 888-329-3306. Would you rather know it all or would you rather have it all? Number seven, got about 10 minutes left of the show. Catch reactive thoughts. Catch your own reactive thoughts and change them. A lot of our thoughts are reactionary. Piggyback a new thought pattern onto an automatic unconscious response. For example, if you're typically offended by negative feedback, start to associate that feedback with an opportunity to grow. So some people don't like constructive criticism or negative feedback. Instead of receiving it in that negative way, which messes up your attitude, which leads to actions that give you messed up results, start associating that feedback with an opportunity to grow. Bible says, humble yourself. So if you're receiving some feedback on how you can do something better, receive it. Use it as a growth opportunity. Don't get offended. Shouldn't be as easily offended. Realize, ask yourself, okay, how can I grow from what just happened? How can I even grow from that conversation? How can I grow? How can I grow? How can I grow? How can I do it better? I'm not just going to leave angry because the person kind of corrected me. How can I grow from that? Joyce Smith says she would rather know it all and still be humble. Can you know it all and remain humble?
I don't know.
If you knew it all, now let me get Karen shake her head. No. If you knew it all, right? That would destroy your prayer life. If you think you knew it all, you wouldn't pray for nothing.
Well, no, because you would think you were omniscient, and
so that's why
I need
I need my prayer life. I need to leave something. I need to leave everything up to God. So I've just got theological with y'all for a second. I'm just again, no right or wrong answer. It's your answer. But can you really know it all, remain humble? I don't know. But okay. So if you change your thought, if you change your thoughts when you react, how you react to things that someone's trying to instruct you, even if it's not the way you like the way that they delivered it, what can you learn from it? I think we got to move past. I don't like how they said it to how they said it, but was the content correct? I think that takes maturity. It is for me. Ken Dominic says, if I knew it all, it would be hard to tell me anything or be humble. Be honest. What can you tell me if I know everything? Exactly. It would hard to be both. Matter of fact, if you knew it all, you wouldn't be able to receive negative feedback because you know it all, or feedback. So number 8, refrain what it means to be comfortable. Reframe what it means to be comfortable. Think about what you feel when you're in your quote unquote comfort zone. Your first thought likely includes words like safe, secure. But when you go deeper, what else might you feel? Stagnant, bored, inflexible. So start looking at what that word comfort zone really means. I'm comfortable, but I'm bored. What if your comfort zone was also your play it small zone? What if your comfort zone was a place you never took chances? You never went with your gut, Jason. You're just playing small.
Yeah, you're just stuck in that little bubble for the rest of your life.
Yeah. You're just stuck there. Nothing ever changes or grows in comfort zones. Reframe that word comfort to mean growth or learning and see what changes. Start telling people, listen, I'm in my growth season, and watch what your actions do. Joyce Smith says it sounds like a table talk conversation or Cornerstone table talk. Hey, maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe we'll have a table talk conversation about know it all or have it all. Embrace the idea that you are unstoppable. It's number 9. Embrace this idea that you are, in fact, unstoppable. When you're thinking about making a big move, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Would it be that you lose your job, or maybe that you could lose everything you have? Embrace the idea that even the worst can happen. It won't stop you. It won't break you. Even if you lost your job, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm talking to people that have lost jobs. It would not be the end of the world. If you lost everything, remember that if God gave you the ability to create what you had once, he'll give you the ability to do it again. I just hold in such high esteem. I read a lot of books, and I always read a lot of success stories. I don't read a lot of negative stuff. I still believe words have power. And I am just in awe of the people who lived out of their cars to make their dreams come true. Right? Like, we look at where they are now, but I always like to read about their journeys. People that, hey man, I failed at 7 businesses before this one took off. I had 10 careers. You see me in this career, but I had 5 other careers that didn't work out. Or I was married and the person didn't understand. We didn't understand each other, didn't work out. I went through a divorce. I went through this. I love to hear stories like that because those people have proven that they are in fact unstoppable, unbreakable. Life has thrown at them the worst. They lost loved ones via death or whatever the case may be, but they have not stopped. And so I love to hear about people who have taken the chance, who decided to walk on water. I read a book, one of the books that changed my life, called What Makes the Great Great by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. Outside of the Bible, this book changed my life while reading it, sitting in a police car. I was on, I would read. I'm out here. I would read. And so that changed my life. I read the stories like Famous Amos, and that this guy, he was a great, he was doing something in corporate America. He quit his job to bake cookies. and I'm talking to Kyra because she's a cook. He quit everything, and his cookies became so popular. You go to any vending machine downstairs. Guess what's in there? Famous Amos cookies, right? They bought his recipe. I mean, it's just stories. These guys that just started Piedmont Airlines, right? All I had was an idea. Piedmont Airlines is no more, but the fact remains that they had an airline company. It was bought out by TWA, bought out by US Air, bought out by American Airlines. But the fact remains, they quit what they were doing and started an airline company. They believed that they were unbreakable. They believed that they were unstoppable. And I think that's why I wrote that book, Unstoppable, because I know I'm talking to some people you are right there on the cusp of it. You are right there. You are right there. But you have failed to get out of that comfort zone, or you're playing small. You might even be listening to well-meaning friends and family. Don't you better not do that good job. You stand at that good job, but you're giving up a great opportunity because you stand at that good place. So anyway, guys, move forward with your fears. Only got 2 minutes left. And last but not least is act as if you're the person you want to be. Already act like you're that person that you want to be. Act like it. Act like it, right? Start seeing yourself as and acting like the person who you know would not have a problem with taking the steps you need to take to be who God designed you to be. That's all I got for you today. I hope that helped somebody. I hope that helped you. I mean, I'm talking about getting out of your comfort zone. I'm talking about being the person that God designed you to be. My name is Pastor Ralph Grace Jr. Now, remember, Jesus Christ desires a relationship with you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you look like. No matter what you've been through. No matter your political affiliation. None of that stuff matters. You come to Jesus Christ as you are. Final thoughts around the room, guys. Have it all. Know it all. I don't think we even got it. We don't know.
I'll say have it now.
Have it.
Mm-hmm.
Know it. Have it. Have it. Okay, no, all right. Thank you for listening to the show. Final thoughts, guys?
Get on out that comfort zone.
All right, Jason.
Stay positive.
Janae.
Bye.
You know me. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Guys, thank you for listening to the Ralph Grace Jr. Show. Hope you guys tell somebody about it, and we'll see you next week. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves Jr. I'm the host of the Ralph Graves Jr. Show, and I want to invite you to pick up my book, Unstoppable. I wrote a book called Unstoppable. It's 7 universal laws that will transform how you pursue and achieve success. The one thing that my 20 years of law enforcement has taught me is that no matter who you are, we are all governed by universal laws, like gravity. But in this book, we're going to talk about laws like the law of forgiveness, laws like the law of control, the law of intelligent practice, the law of expectancy. I was able to see how those, no matter what their background was, those who identified and treated these laws with respect, they were able to go on and lead successful lives. So pick up this book, and you can go ahead and pick it up at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, RalphGravesJr.com, where anywhere where fine books are sold. Thank you.
I just want to read.
You did good, though.
We take